Pardon the interruption, but I'm Mike Wilbon. Tony, the National Spelling Bee was last night, and the winning word was Éclaircissement. Can you spell that?
No, I can't spell that. I've never even heard of it. I'm Tony Kornheiser. The kid who won, can he spell Antetokounmpo? That is something I care about.
Or Krzyzewski. Krzyzewski, K-R-Z-Y-Z-E-W-S-K-I. Huh?
Yeah.
Antetokounmpo or Krzyzewski.
What is that
You can
word?
do that.
Éclaircissement? Is that,
Éclaircissement.
obviously that's French. I don't
Maybe
know.
it's
I've
an
never
ice
heard
cream
it.
treat.
I don't know what it means.
A French ice cream treat, maybe.
Do you think it's like an eclair? Like a chocolate
Yes.
eclair? Wow. Welcome to
Why
PTI,
not?
boys and girls. In today's episode, the Oilers advance, the Yankees visit the Dodgers, and Justin Fields, who was once your boy, says he can be great with the Jets, but we begin
Still
today
like
with the Knicks decisively beating the Pacers last night to stave off elimination and extend their series to at least Game 6. Wilbon, you were there to see the Knicks hold the Pacers to under 100 points for the first time in these playoffs. Is this just one win for the Knicks, or is it something for Indiana to be concerned about?
Oh, Indiana had better be concerned, Tony, because it's the way the Knicks went about it. The Knicks diverted from the previous plan of games, 3 of which they'd lost, 3 or 4, and they found some new things. They planned it out and they executed it. They jumped Tyrese Halliburton from the opening tip in the backcourt, and they did to him sort of a minor league version of what OKC's defense did to Ant-Man. They got all over Halliburton. They made it so that when he got to midcourt, when he got across the timeline, as we used to call it, he had 17 seconds, sometimes 16 seconds left in the shot clock, as opposed to the Pacers getting up shots within the first 12 seconds. They forced him to go side to side for the court and not straight line. And he's not Barry Sanders. That's not his game. He's got to get the ball, go north-south, and get them involved quickly, ball in the basket. That's what the Pacers do.
Right.
The Knicks didn't let him. And defensively also, Jalen Brunson, who the Pacers had targeted in the first 4 games of the series, Jalen Brunson got after it last night, and he was actually effective against whoever was trying to attack him and allowed only 21% of those matchups to result in baskets as opposed to more than 60% in the previous games. So, no, the Knicks did a lot more defensively than they'd done early.
Look at you, Mr. Analytics, getting those stats, those next-gen stats. Look at you. Okay, I had everything right. Everything. I had Edmonton winning last night. I had Oklahoma and Florida winning the night before, and I said to you the only series of the 4 that I thought could or would go 6 was the Knicks and the Pacers. And then I said to you, if you ask me why I like the Knicks in this game, I would say Jalen Brunson. And Jalen Brunson went out. He scored 32 points. He had 14 in the first quarter when the Knicks established themselves and took the lead. He shot 12 for 18 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3. The only thing I missed out on were Brunson's minutes. I said he was going to play 44 or 45, but the Knicks were ahead by 17 at the end of the third quarter, so he did not have to play 44 or 45. Do I think that the Knicks can win this series? Sure I do. I think Indiana has been a little bit better. All those other teams were decisively better. Indiana has been a little bit better. Now, it is also very tough. When you have lost 3 of the original 4 to come back and win the next 3, it's very tough to do. And I expect Tyrese Halliburton to be better in Indiana because, Mike, 8 points, right? And only 7 shots. That's an Ant-Man game. That's the right analogy. That doesn't work at all. Doesn't work.
No, he's going to have to be better. But, Tony, only the icons are great for like 3-4 games in a row in series. No, the nature, the rhyme and the rhythm of playoff basketball is up and down. First you, then him. So the question now is, what is Rick Carlisle going to do? And I bet he has something up his sleeve to free Halliburton. That's what he's got to be. Free Halliburton. And I'm not talking about his father. I'm talking about actually Tyrese, not John. To baseball, where we have a World Series level matchup that begins tonight. The Yankees visit the Dodgers for 3 at Chavez Ravine. Don't hear anybody call it that anymore, not even in LA, but I love that. It'll be the first time the two teams have met since the Dodgers won the Fall Classic last year in 5, and the only time they'll meet in the regular season this season. Both teams are loaded with stars. Both teams lead their divisions. Tony, do you see this midseason set as big deal, little deal, or no deal?
How big do you want me to go? Historically, these are the two most important franchises ever in baseball. As you said, they were in the World Series last year. They lead their divisions at the moment. I think they have scored the second and third most runs. They've got the two biggest stars in the game in Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge. And they've got 4 other MVPs on the field, total of 6. They got Freeman is an MVP, Mookie Betts is an MVP, Cody Bellinger is an MVP, Paul Goldschmidt is an MVP. Anybody who cares about baseball, I think they want to see that. The only thing that keeps me from saying that it's a huge deal is where it falls on the calendar, because it's still May and there's 100 games left, right? But let's drill down on some of the accomplishments of these players. Max Fried is going to start for the Yankees. He's 7-0. He leads the entire world in ERA, 129. Ohtani leads the majors in home runs. Judge leads the majors in batting average. Freeman is next. Goldschmidt is 4th. The catcher on the Dodgers, Will Smith, is 5th. On Sunday, Yamamoto's going out there for the Dodgers. His ERA is 1.97. I don't know what else you could ask for. I know you would ask for the Cubs. I understand that. But the rest of us will love to watch this series.
I might watch it, but it's no deal. There's no deal. It doesn't matter. It's great. It's glamorous. You are absolutely right about those players and watching them. By the way, if this was an NBA game and it had this many glamorous players, guys into the Hall of Fame, and it was played in, early December, you would say it doesn't matter. There's 100 more games. Oh, wait, there aren't 100 more games in that sport, but there are 100 more games in this sport. So it's no deal. It doesn't matter worth the damn to the standings or what's going to happen in October, when it would be a big deal if they meet again. But all those guys, they do matter.
It's
and by
a joyful occurrence in the schedule.
It is. Joyful, by the way.
And it's compelling. Go ahead.
You said it's the two most important franchises in baseball, and I'm
historically.
I'm reluctant to bring this up, but I'm going to do this. Maybe reality can help us with this. Haven't the Cardinals won more World Series than the Dodgers in the National League?
Yes.
I think they have.
I didn't. Okay, but I would say historically, because one is the franchise of Babe Ruth and one is the franchise of Jackie Robinson.
I was going to let you go.
I would say historically.
That was the only counter I was going to let go.
Thank you.
Only one.
There you go. What do you think? You think I have no notes here? You think I'm dumb? What?
When Justin Fields says he can be great with the Jets, he sounds blank.
My word is, it's 3 words, like Aaron Rodgers. Justin Fields said yesterday, here's the quote: "The sky's the limit for this team and this offense." And he says he can be great there. And then he concedes, it's another quote, "We do have a long way to go." You think? The Jets were 5-12 last year. The last time the Jets were in the playoffs was 2010. They have had 1 winning season since then, and every quarterback they get is anointed as the next savior. Sam Darnold, Zach Wilson, and then Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers really believed that he could take the Jets to the Super Bowl. How'd that work out? It didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wish Justin Fields a lot of luck and hope he doesn't end up chewing on bark.
Yeah, we're going to agree down the line on this one. You know, I still love Justin Fields, even though he's not wearing, the midnight and orange. I root for him. But he sounds uninitiated when he says this, as if he doesn't realize the Jets actually don't play in the Premier League, or shouldn't. They should have been relegated. And while he's played in a place where quarterback means even less than quarterback means with the Jets, he plays at a place where they're just more forlorn. They've been wandering through the desert for longer. He said we're not far. We're sort of far away. Far away is California, walking it from New York. So he sounds uninitiated. It's hard for me. I can't root, with all apologies to you and Greeny, my 2 favorite Jets fans.
Jets. Happy trails to recovery for Jonathan Toews, the longtime Blackhawks star captain. told his agent he's ready to return to hockey after stepping away for 2 seasons while battling long COVID. Toews has won 3 Stanley Cups, 2 Olympic gold medals, and was named one of the NHL's top 100 players from the league's first 100 years. 37-year-old is a free agent, can speak to any of the league's 32 teams immediately. Wilbon, I bet you have one in mind.
I do, Tony. He's been the captain for a long time. I don't know if that's in the cards in a rebuild like the Blackhawks are undergoing, may not be, but Toews and Kane. I mean, Kane got more shine because of he's just more spectacular player. But Toews, man, these are all-time greats. All-time great partnership.
One correction, éclaircissement is not a word that means ice cream treat, though it should.
Oh,
it means a clearing up of something obscure. Come on, Wilbon, be better.
By the way, this is probably my last show at the Seaport in New York, Tony. The last one. I probably did 100 shows here. What was your favorite memory of the Seaport era?
Don't have any, really. I don't know much about it. I think I did 2 shows. Let's go to the big finish. Chris Sale reached 2,500 strikeouts in fewer innings than anyone in history. I'll bet you're impressed.
Yeah, by anyone, that list includes Nolan Ryan. That's all that matters. Nolan Ryan.
Right.
Mike Trout returns tonight for the Angels. Is that still a big deal?
I hope so. He has been robbed of his greatness by injuries. Robbed. Great player. Patrick Mahomes says he will likely leave Olympic flag football to younger players. Does that make sense to you?
I know the NFL players all want this to be a big deal to everybody. Sorry, it's not. Football's a big deal. Tackle, football, not flag. That's something my kid plays. The Eagles are reportedly close to trading edge rusher Bryce Huff to the Niners for a mid-round draft choice. Is that significant?
It would reunite him with Robert Saleh, who he played for with the Jets, and he was quite good. Last one, Champions League final tomorrow. PSG and Inter Milan. Who you got?
I got PSG, Tone. They got rid of a lot of their stars like Mbappe. If they win, they never won. They win without those guys. Pretty big deal. Pretty special.
We're out of time. We will try and do better the next time. I am Tony Kornheiser.
And I'm Mike Wilbon. Have a great weekend, knuckleheads.